Welcome to our presentation today. Beside the presenter today, we also have some guests that participate in our presentation. Today we'll talk about the education system in the UK. You know that UK had a big education system, and they are famous for its quite high quality education system. Before we continue the presentation, I will introduce to you about the member of our group. We have three members. That is me, Điêu Hoài Nam, and Nguyễn Thanh. The slide you're seeing on the screen is the content of this presentation. The first content is about UK education system and key stage. The second part is national curriculum, and the third one is school term and break time in the UK. Before we talk about the UK education system, I think we should take a quick glance into some common type of school in UK. First one, as you see on the screen, is the state school. A state school is a school that is free, it's open to everybody, it's government funded, you don't have to pay. In the UK, 93% of children in England and Wales go to state school. State schools are funded from taxes and most are organized by local authority. Parents are expected to make sure that their child has a pen, pencil, ruler, but the cost of others more specialized equipment like books and examination fees are covered by the school. The second type is the primary school. In the UK, the first level of education is known as primary education. These are most always mixed sex and usually located close to the child's home. Children tend to be with the same group throughout the day, and one teacher has responsibility for most of the work they do. Parents are strongly encouraged to have their children, particularly with reading and writing, and small amounts of homework are set to all children even during the early years at school. Secondary school is the school that most children transfer at the age 11, usually to their nearest secondary school. Those the law allow parents in England and Wales to express preference for other schools too. A place had to be offered at the parents' preferred school unless the school has more applicants than place. In that case, it will admit the children who have the highest priority under its published admission arrangement, which can vary a little in different places. Most secondary schools cater for both sexes and they tend to be much smaller than primary school. Nearly 88% of secondary school pupils in England go to comprehensive school, as do all pupils in Wales. These take children of all ability and provide a wide range of secondary education for all of the most of the children in the district from 11 to 16 or 18. All children in Scotland go to non-selective schools. The fourth one is grammar school. Grammar school are selective. They offer academically oriented general education. Entrance is based on the test of ability, usually at the age of 11. Grammar school are single-sex school. Children either go to a boys' grammar school or a girl grammar school. There are some grammar schools in Northern Ireland and some parts of England. Next slide. We also have independent school, prep school, and public school. As you can see on the screen, independent school is school that 7% of the children in England go to independent school. Independent school are known as private school and public school. Parents pay for their children to attend these schools. Prep school is a preparatory school and is a school to prepare pupils to go to a public school. Public school is a independent secondary school. Public school in England are not run by the government. The entrance exams are used by most public schools are known as the common entrance exam and are taken at the age of 11 or 13. Next slide. Next, we will delve into the general system. The UK education system is reported worldwide for its high quality and standard. Britain entered the education system at the age of 3 and up to 16 are obligated to attend school, compulsory education, while afterward is upon their choice. The education system in the UK is divided into four main parts: primary education, secondary education, further education, and higher education. Children in the UK have to attend primary and secondary education, which also split into four key states as I am showing it on the screen. First thing I'll talk about the key state 1. Next slide. Primary education began in the UK at the age of 5 and continued until age 11, comprising key stage 1 and 2 under the UK educational system. During key stage 1, the curriculum structure contains the phonics screening, a short assessment of kids' ability to decode and understand phonics properly. Typically, the teacher will ask the student to repeat a list of around 40 words out loud. At the end of this stage, the same in all stage, these pupils will sit to an examination to measure their English, math, and science knowledge development. At the end of this stage, the Q in England and English and mathematics, the testing will be done through national assessment, while teacher will independently assess the level of improvement of each student in science. The curriculum of Key Stage 2 is designed to give students more advanced understanding of the previously gained knowledge on the core subjects. At the end of this stage, the school will test students in the following subjects like English reading, English grammar, punctuation, and spelling, mathematics, and science. Next slide. Pupil at the age of 11 to 14 belong to a third stage of compulsory education, which also called Key Stage 3. This education level is essential to a certain degree because only a few years later they could sit for the GCSE national qualification. The curriculum during this stage of education will also contain new subjects that which students are supposed to get some basic knowledge before moving any further to the upcoming stage of education. As you can see on the right side of the screen, I'm showing you some compulsory subjects that students in this key stage have to attend, like English, mathematics, science, geography, history, music, physical education, design, technology, and computing, art and design, and finally modern foreign language. Next slide. The final step of compulsory education is key step 4, lasts from the 14 to 16 and includes year 10 to 12. The fourth key step is the most common period for students to undertake the national assessment test that will lead them to take a GCSE or other national qualification. The compulsory national curriculum at this stage contains the core and foundation subjects. The core and subject taught at the four key steps that I can list out like English, mathematics, science, and they also have some foundation subjects will be taught at the key step for like computing, physical education, and citizenship. Next part is the GCSE qualification. GCSE is the qualification taken by 15 and 16 years old to mark their graduation from the Key Stage 4 phase of secondary education in England, Northern Ireland, and Wales. When students get 16, that's when they do their first big exam. It's called GCSEs, General Certificate of Secondary Education. Generally, they take about 9 subjects. They have to take English, math, and science in some place, and then they get to choose, for example, history, French, or geography. At 16, they choose if they want to continue with school or leave school, or maybe start a job and do something else. The next qualification in the UK education system are sixth form. Between age of 16 and 18 is called sixth form. They can spend here 2 year they can lower six and upper six. In the end, they must take exam which is called advanced level, or we can call A level. They need only 3 A level to go to university. Sixth form usually offer a range of A level subjects, and they may also offer foundation course and the international baccalaureate diploma and more vocational qualifications such as Cambridge Technical and BTEC. Students may need to select their subject with university entrance in mind. If students study 1 year, they will get an AS level. Generally, they do about 3. But in Scotland, they don't do A levels. They do something called higher. By definition, UK higher education is a level of education that follows secondary school at the hierarchy of educational system in the UK. When high school is over, students have to sit in a standard examination, make them eligible not to continue their education at a high level. In particular, UK higher education is valued worldwide for its renowned standard and quality. Its higher education prestige also emanates from its graduates' work afterward. Many eminent people in many different areas whose work reached global recognition came from British university. A bachelor degree or undergraduate degree take 3 years. However, in Scotland, they do a 4 year degree. This is my second part. This is my last part of my presentation. In my presentation, do you guys have any question for my part?
What is the difference between college and universities in the UK?
That's a general question to ask. To satisfy your curiosity, I will answer like in the UK education system, in contrast to the US higher education, there is a difference between college and university. Why in the US there is no distinction between college and university? With most people referring to a higher education provided at a college, but in the UK, is it not the case? In the UK, a college is a further education institution that prepares students to earn its degree. At the same time, a university is Lions HE institution that awards students with a degree at the end of their study. That is my answer for the question.
Pretty good.
I will let my friend talk about present about the next part of my education, Điêu Hoài Nam.
Next part is my part is about national curriculum. I separated into two parts. One is similarity and two is different. About the similarities, the national curriculum in the United Kingdom set out the framework for what should be taught in school across England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Each nation within the UK has its own specific curriculum, although they share similarities. The content of a nation curriculum varies depending on the country and its educational priority. However, common content area found in UK include, next slide. A is about core subjects like math, language, art, and science. Two is about language, like English or Chinese, French. Next. C is about art. E is about physical education. E, technology and digital literacy. F. Citizenship education. G. Environmental education. H. Personal and social development. I. Cross curriculum. K. Special education and inclusion. This content area reflects the diverse range of the knowledge, skill, and value that national curriculum aim to important to students, preparing them for success in academic, personal, and professional sphere of life. Why the national second part is about different. While the national curriculum framework in each country of the United Kingdom share similarity, there are also notable differences reflecting the distinct educational priority, governance structure, and cultural context of each nation. One about England. England national curriculum organized into specific case state with statutory requirement for subject. At each state, there's a strong emphasis on standardized testing, particularly at the end of key state 1, 2, and 4. The curriculum traditionally placed significant emphasis on core subjects like English, mathematics, and science. Educational policy in England has seen a recent focus on academicization, with many schools converting to academy for free school, giving them more autonomy over curriculum and management. Choose Wales. The curriculum for Wales have been reformed to focus on the four purpose: ambitious, capable learner, enterprising, creative contributor, ethical, informed citizen, and healthy, confident individual. There an emphasis on interdisciplinary learning and skill development, with less emphasis on standardized testing compared to England. The new curriculum aim to be more flexible and inclusive, allowing teachers more autonomy in how they deliver the curriculum. 3. Scotland. Scotland curriculum for excellence is designed to provide more holistic and flexible approach to learning and teaching. It emphasizes the importance of interdisciplinary learning, personalization, and choice for students. The curriculum is organized to broad general education up to age 15 and a senior phase age 16 to 18 with a wide range of qualification available in senior year. Scotland had its own examination system administered by the Scottish Qualification Authority. Last, about Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland follow a curriculum similar to that of England, with key state and statutory requirement for subject. There is focus on core subjects like English, mathematics, and science, but also with attention given to specific aspects of local history and culture. The education system in Northern Ireland is structured differently from England, Wales, and Scotland due to its unique historical and political context. This difference reflects the diversity of approach education within the UK, with each nation tailoring its curriculum to meet the specific need and aspiration of each student and community. Overall, the national curricula in the UK aim to provide a broad and balanced education, ensuring that students acquire essential knowledge and skill while also promoting personal development and preparing them for further education, employment, and life in society. We move to the next part about my friend Nguyễn Thanh.
In the next part, I will talk about the school term and break time in the UK. In the United Kingdom, the school year is typically divided into 3 terms, each separated by a break known as a holiday or vacation. The structure of the term and break can vary slightly depending on the specific school and educational authority, but there are some general patterns followed across the country. First is autumn term, also known as a first term. The autumn term usually begins in the early September and run through till mid-December. It is the longest term of the school year and covers the period from the end of summer to the beginning of winter. During the term, students settle back into school routine and teachers introduce new topic and learning objectives. The autumn term typically include a half-term break, usually around late October or early November. The next one is spring term. Following the Christmas holiday, the spring term begins in early January and extends until around Easter, usually in late March or early April. It is the second term of the school year and continues the academic process initiated in the autumn term. Teacher may introduce new topic or concept and focus on preparing students for any upcoming examination or assessment. Similar to the autumn term, the spring term includes a half-term break, typically in mid-February. As the last is summer term, the final term of the school year. The summer term typically commences after the Easter holiday and continues until late July. It is often the shorter term, and it may be shortened to accommodate longer break during the summer vacation. During this term, school may focus on revision, assessment, and wrapping up the academic year's curriculum. The summer term usually includes a break for the Easter holiday, which lasts for approximately 2 weeks. Next slide. And after the conclusion of the summer term, students start enjoy an extended break known as a summer vacation or summer holiday. This break typically lasts for several weeks, usually spanning from late July or early August to early September, marking the end of the one school year and the beginning of the next. And the second part, I will talk about some famous schools in the UK. First, I will talk about the Eton College, located in Berkshire. Eton College is one of the most prestigious boarding schools in England, known for its long history and notable alumni. Many members of British royal family, include Prince William and Prince Harry, had attended in Eton College. And the second is Harrow School, situated in Harrow, London. Harrow School is one of the oldest and most esteemed independent schools in England, with a long list of distinguished alumni. Both Prince William and Prince Charles, the father of Prince William and Prince Harry, respectively have attended in Harrow School. And the last one is University of Oxford and University of Cambridge. The two universities are almost the world top-ranked institution located in Oxford and Cambridge. Respectively, both universities had a rich history and global reputation for excellence in education and research. Thus brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening. Do you have any question for this part? Long Lê.
My question is, can you show me some difference in school term and break time between the United Kingdom and Vietnam?
About the structure of the school term and break time in the UK and Vietnam different is several key aspects, including duration, scheduling, and cultural signification. For example, about the timing in the UK, the school year is typically divided into 3 terms: autumn, spring, and summer. Each term lasts for several weeks, with break interval throughout the years. The break includes shorter half-term break, which typically last for about 1 week, and longer break, such as summer vacation, which can last for several weeks. And in Vietnam, the school year is also divided into 3 terms: the first semester, the second semester, and the summer vacation. However, the duration of each term and break time may depend on the specific education in institution and the academic calendar set by the Ministry of Education and Training.
If the answer is satisfied your curious, so thank you for listening for this presentation, and thank you for the guests that participate in our presentation. Thank you all.